Came through the West Ham ranks together. You know him well. How's he coping, and what's the latest that you know about his injury?
I think he's coping. You know, it's obviously very disappointing for him, to say the least. I think we all feel that for him as a group as well. I spoke to him last night briefly. He wasn't around much after we sort of heard the news in the afternoon, and I went in his room and spoke to him, and you know, he was sort of laid up and very down. You know, it's a huge competition, the biggest competition, and of all the players I've played with in my career, in terms of a friend of mine, but as a professional, to get where he's got and to be made captain in the build-up and to perform as he has, it actually made me feel sort of a bit sick in the stomach that we got this close and that's happened. So for him, can't imagine how he feels.
You said you saw the injury. What went through your mind when you saw him go down?
Well, I was sort of fearful for him, you know, because you could see the sort of the pain of the fall, but also there was an element of fear, and when we all understand that, I think we've all had little moments during our club careers as well, where a big game's coming up and you feel like you might have done something to put you out of that game. So I understood straight away that it was potentially a bad one, and then it was fingers crossed till the scan, and obviously it turned out to be bad.
Frank, when you saw Rio last night, how did you try and console him?
Well, it's difficult what to say, really. I didn't find it that easy what to say to him, really. I just, you know, we spoke about the injury and you know, how disappointed it was, and just said I'm here for you, and like, he's making a decision, I think, as to what he does now, whether he stays here for days or goes home. Obviously with his injury, the main concern, but I know he'll try and do what's best for him, but also what's good for the lads. And as I said before, because he's such a great personality around the place, that's one of the big losses as well. People only see the pitch, but in the hotel he's very important as well, and Rio was always very good like that.
Was it a boost seeing Michael though arrive and actually be able to jog round on the training pitch?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think it was a very, you know, understandable replacement. He was probably, you know, very unlucky in a way to not get the call, and then to get brought in now will be a great feeling for him. I haven't had much chance to speak to him actually, but he's certainly a good lad to have around the camp. I know that from before. So, you know, hopefully there he can come in and can offer a lot in training, and then hopefully try and get involved.
And Stevie Gerrard is captain now. I mean, what will that mean to him, and how good a job do you feel he'll do?
Well, I think he'll do the job that he does at Liverpool, which has been fantastic for years. It will mean everything to him. England captaincy is a huge thing for anyone who holds it, especially in a big tournament like this. And I think Stephen's got that very kind of quiet way about him off the pitch, but which everybody respects him for that. And then when he plays with a lot of inspiration, and he's a player to look up to. And for me, that's what a captain all about. It's not too much always about everything off the pitch. It's when you get on the pitch, the way they lead and the way they show themselves, and Stephen always does that very well.
Frank, hi Frank. People are starting to talk about next week, and without Gareth Barry, the possibility of you playing with Stevie in the middle again. Is it something which really you get fed up with, people saying it can't happen? Because it can, can't it?
Yeah, I do get fed up with it a little bit. I mean, it's gone quiet for a while actually. It's been a nice sort of 2-year break from it, but I think it's come back now. But you know, I don't know. That's completely the manager's decision, and I think we've got a lot of faith, big players and the public who have seen the team, kind of this resurgence of the team in the last 2 years. So I think we leave it to him. I believe we can play together. In what way, shape or form, I still believe we can, because intelligent players who play like we do for our club should be able to play together, and that's very important for us to work on it. Who knows if the manager has certain ideas for some games, certain ideas for other games, and the players have to adapt to that, and me and Stephen are the same as everyone else.
But the more that people say that it can't happen, does it affect you? Do you worry about that, saying, well, look...
Well, it's not, you know, you don't want people looking at it negative from the start. We certainly don't do that. We certainly try and be positive about it. When we played the second half in Japan, we're trying to be positive and inject a bit more energy into the game, which the team had lacked, you know, all of us. So if we were asked to play together, we'll try and do that. We won't have negative thoughts, and we hope people, you know, we hope we can play well and everyone can stop being positive about the situation.